Hey, Nikki Sanders here with Nikki Sanders Leadership Consulting. Welcome back to the More Than Social Work with Nikki Sanders YouTube channel. And today we are going to talk about whether you should be a social worker. Should you be a social worker? It is a question that I get very often, and most times it's from someone who is deciding whether they should go into counseling or social work. I'm biased, clearly, so I'm always going to choose social work. So yes, you should go into social work unless these three things are true for you. So if you believe that as a social worker you are never going to make money and social workers should be in it for the outcome instead of the income, no, you should not go into social work, because we do not need more of that old, outdated, narrow view of social work in the profession. We are not raising a new generation of social workers with that limited belief. Social workers do not take a vow of poverty. We are rejecting that. You also should not be a social worker if your goal is, I just want to help people. No, you need a plan. Who do you want to help? What do you want to help them with? How do you want to help them? So the whole who, what, when, where, why, and how, you need to be able to answer those questions if you're thinking about going into the field of social work. I knew that I wanted to support teen moms in foster care who were living in group homes with their babies when I decided to go into social work as a high school graduate. So I was very clear, and my career has followed that path of supporting women and girls around different facets of pregnancy and pregnancy prevention, parenting, from school-based programs to residential programs to community-based programs, and now into higher education and the workforce. So if you have no clue, you just want to help people, you can be a volunteer and help people. You do not have to go into the field of social work if you just want to help people. And the third thing, if this is true for you, then do not go into the field of social work. The third thing is you are not willing to navigate for yourself, and you are not willing to take control of your career. You can't just assume, I am a social worker and I'm going to figure it out. I am a social worker, I'm going to get paid. I am a social worker, I have a license, I have a master's degree, my career is going to be amazing. Absolutely, it will be, if you are intentional about what you want and you are willing to take control of your career and navigate the resources, the information, the opportunities that are available to you. So if you've done your research and you've taken a look at meso, macro, and micro social work, you know that you can do social work with everybody from veterans to the elderly, to working in outdoor education programs and working in the federal government. You've done your research and you're willing to navigate those spaces and take control of your career. Yes, social work is for you. So I am super biased. I am always going to be like, yes, let's come on in here, be a social worker. There's so many opportunities and so much diversity that is available in the profession, but you have to be clear and intentional about what you want. You have to be clear and intentional about your brand and understand that you are a brand, and you have to take control of your career. So again, social workers do not take a vow of poverty. You are a brand and your career is your business, and you get to define social work career success on your own terms. Don't let anybody tell you you're never going to have a successful social work career unless you have a license, unless you have this degree, unless you work in child welfare first, unless you go to hospital social work. So many options and opportunities. My personal protest, y'all know that already. So I am unlicensed, but I have a master's degree in social work and decades of leadership as well as human services experience. And I am currently using my social work degree to support not just social work interns and students, but also public health interns and students. So I've been in higher education for a decade. I've been in leadership for over a decade. I've worked in residential, school-based, community-based programs for over a decade. And again, I have been willing to define social work career success on my own terms and go for the jobs and the opportunities that I knew worked for me. And recently, more opportunities have been coming to me because I've been very clear and intentional about the things that I want to be able to do with my social work degree. So absolutely, yes, I am providing career coaching to women of color in social work leadership. Absolutely, I am providing professional development training for leaders, for organizations, for higher education mentors, volunteers. Yes, I am also doing organizational development, so employee engagement, recruitment and hiring, volunteer programs, and internship programs. I get to do all of those things and do them well as an unlicensed social worker because I've been willing to take control of my career and navigate based on what works best for me, the things that I want, the things that I need. And I've said no to plenty of jobs. I've said no to opportunities, and I've always done that. So yes, my social work degree has allowed me to create the career that I wanted to create as a 17-year-old high school senior. And you can do it too. And if you need some help, let me know. So yes, I'm always going to say you should be a social worker, but there's the caveat. All right, so if you have some more questions about the field of social work or navigating your social work career, you know how to reach me. Leave me a comment. I will see you in the next video. But again, take a look at those 3 things. Think about it long and hard before you decide to become a social worker. See you next video. Bye.